Hello and welcome to the second part of Star Rail X Fate Collab with Dreams and the Holy Grail. Old Orty did brought the Holy Grail courier to Penacony, which grant someone a wish, and this someone will be the winner of this competition that is now ongoing. 7 masters and 7 servants fighting for the Holy Grail. I do think it is 7 because I don't really saw the last one, but I know that from the story it's supposed to be a 7, right? Well, 3 of those servants are rather special guests here on the Penacony. We are back to Saber.
Penacony. 雲のように空を漂う街。勝手に口の中に飛び込んでくるアイスクリームと綿あめ。本当に不思議な場所です。
Penacony. Tiki scarpers floating in the skies like clouds, where ice cream and cotton candy just crisp and jump straight into your mouth. This is incredible.
マスターの言う通り、ここは夢に浸っている世界なのですね。
Just like you said, Master, this world is steeped in dreams.
しかし、このドリームリーフという地に足を踏み入れてから、ピノコニーは確かに聖杯が選びそうな世界だと納得しました。
But it wasn't until we arrived at this place, Dreamflux Reef, that I truly understood why the Holy Grail chose this world. Why?
どんなに豪奢な宮殿にも、人目のつかない片隅には埃が積もるものです。そこには忘れ去られた人々の満たされていない無数の願いがひしめいている。だからこそ聖杯はここに降臨したのでしょう。
Because every shining place has its forgotten corners, gathering dust, ignored. And in those places, there are people with countless unfulfilled wishes. That's why the Holy Grail would come here.
ドリームリーフの存在がピノコニーは夢の地ではなく、現実の誇張された投影に過ぎないことを証明しています。
This land proves Penacony isn't a dream kingdom, but an exaggerated reflection of reality.
その話はまたにして、とりあえずご飯にしよう。セイバーのお腹の音を聞いてたら、こっちまでお腹空いてきた。
Alright, enough about that. Let's find something to eat. Listening to your stomach rumble is making me hungry too.
ですが、サーバントとして限界する際は、その世界の通貨を持たないのです。マスター、手持ちは大丈夫でしょうか？
Servants don't bring money when they materialize in the world. Master, is your wallet good to go? No worries. The fast food joints in Dreams Through Reef are cheap with big portions. Don't sweat it, I have got plenty on cash. Well, if you run fast enough, it's free. Let's go with the... well, if you run fast enough.
聞き捨てなりません。騎士たる者、食い逃げなど言語道断。
No way. A knight would never stoop for that.
どうしても支払いができなければ、給仕などして償いましょう。
If it really comes to that, I will just have to work as a servant to pay it off.
見えてきた、セイバー。
Almost there,
あそこが
Saber.
無境ファ
Up
スト
ahead
フー
is
ド
a
店だ。
Dreamscape fast food
未知の
restaurant.
世界の食堂。
A restaurant is a known
どのよう
world.
な食に出会えるので
I
しょう。
wonder what kind of delicious surprises await.
いらっしゃいませ。ご注文はどうしますか？
My dear guests, welcome. What would you like to eat?
あら、我らがスター・オブ・ザ・フェスティバルじゃない。あなたも聖杯戦争に参加してるのよね。
Wait a minute. Isn't that our festival superstar? You are here for that Holy Grail war, right? You guys know about the godship around here too?
もう、にまでってどういう意味？ドリームリーフって情報が早いのよ。
Oh, please. This is Dreamflux Reef? And news spreads like wildfire in this place.
お隣のそちらが召喚した英霊ね。ねえ英霊さん、 あなたもピノコニーの歴史上の人物なのよね。一体誰なのかしら。
And this must be the heroic spirit you summon? Dare I ask, Miss? Which famous person from Penaconian history do you represent?
申し訳ありません。聖杯戦争において神明は極めて重要な情報のため教えることはできないのです。
Sorry, but in the Holy Grail War, revealing my true name would be a major breach of security.
へえ、そうなの。大事なレシピを秘密にしておくのと一緒ね。
Ah, gotcha. Like a secret recipe, hmm?
ところでこちらのお店の看板料理は何でしょうか？
Why don't you tell me this instead? What is the best dish on the menu?
ドリームリーフが初めてなら天かん手羽バーガーをおすすめするわ。他ではまず食べられない美味しさよ。
If this is your first time in Dreamflux Reef, I highly recommend the Hawaiian Wing Burger. It is a burger you won't find anywhere else. I do hope that the burger is not made from Halloweens, the Robin and Sunday Rays.
うちのパンとその他の食べ物はすべて純粋な有機記憶域農地で作られた原料を使ってるわ。それらが育つ土壌には有害な感情が含まれていなくて。
Our store only uses pure organic ingredients sourced from the Memory Zones farms. The soil they are cultivated is free of harmful emotions. Well,
ありがとうございます。ではその天かん手羽バーガーを。
thank you, but no need to explain. We will go with the Hawaiian Wing Burger.
よし、100個くれ。
Wow. Alright, we will take 100 burgers.
ええ、かしこまって。100個？本当に？
Okay, wait, what did you say? 100? Are you sure about this? Just in case some of them fly away. I'm positive.
今の彼女には何よりもエネルギーの補給が必要だから。
The lady next to me needs to replenish some energy.
量も量だから少し時間をいただくわね。ちょっと待っててちょうだい。
With so many Hawaiian burgers, I will take a little time to prepare. Please be patient, folks. Yeah, 100.
そういえば、セイバーは聖杯に何を願うつもり？
So, Saber, what wish would you like to make to the Holy Grail?
幸運にも勝利をつかむことができたなら、私は
If I'm lucky enough to win, I hope.
この話は後にしましょう、マスター。サーバントが近づいてきています。
Hold on, let's talk later, Master. I sense another servant approaching.
天かん手羽バーガーを2つ、それからスーサ水を2本。ノーツガールさん、これでいいかしら。
2 Halloween wing burger, 2 bottles of salsa juice. Miss Knott, is it okay?
ええ、ですが、落ち着いて食事を楽しめそうにはありません。すぐそこにサーバントがいます。
Of course, but I'm afraid this isn't exactly a quiet spot to dine. We have a rather noticeable servant in front of us. We are in peace. We are actually all friends here, to be honest.
お久しぶりね。
It's been a while, Trailblazer. We are actually almost like 5 of us minus like plus Skot. Like 5 of us are friends and Skot is like the only antagonist we have, right?
ノーツガールさん、こちらが先ほど話した信頼できる友人よ。
Miss Knott, this is the trustworthy friend I mentioned to you earlier.
マスターのご友人でしたか？
They're a friend of yours, Master. Yeah, and they are your friends. We have too many friends. There should be some conflict going on here. Saber? You can feel her aura bearing down on you. as if standing before an army. Is not, which I cannot talk.
店主さん、こちらのお二人のお題は私が持つわ。それから静かに食事ができるよう手配をお願いできないかしら。お礼にチップは弾ませてもらうから。
Damn, she has such a smooth voice in Japanese. Excuse me, could you please put their meals on my tab as well? Also, make sure we have a quiet dining experience. No interruption from the other guests. I will leave an extra tip for that. Thanks.
ええ、料理を持っていくとき以外邪魔が入らないようにしておくわ。
Alright, you can rest easy. No one is gonna bother you while you are eating.
そちらのサーバントさん、少し殺気を収めてはいかがでしょう。いつまでも剣に手をかけているとなると、こちらもロビンさんを守るために相応の行動を取らなければなりません。
Miss Servant over there, could you turn down the murderous look? If your hands always on your sword, I will have to step in to protect Miss Robin.
我々は今聖杯戦争中です。あなたたちがマスターに敵意を持たないと確信できるまでこの手を剣から離すつもりはありません。
There's the Holy Grail War. Please forgive me, but I will stay on guard until I'm sure you don't mean any harm to my master. Thanks, we're just friends. Let's just try to get along first.
お話中ごめんなさいね。ご注文の料理をお持ちしたわ。喧嘩するならお腹いっぱい食べてからでも遅くないでしょ。
Sorry if you interrupt, dear guests, but if you're gonna fight, maybe you should eat first. Your Halloween burgers are ready. By the way, look at this board. I did not notice it. Well, because I did not explore that much.
とりあえず食事にしよう。
So let's eat first.
賛成です。
Agreed.
こんなに注文していたの？
Hey, Blazer. You two ordered all of this? You put our order on your tab without knowing what we did. Well.
お腹いっぱいになって二人とも落ち着いたみたい。やっぱり食事の席は話し合いの場にぴったりね。
Seems they have all come down after eating. The diner table really is the best place for diplomacy. Thank you so much for treating us to their Hawaiian wing burgers.
気にしないで。空腹が満たされた人の幸せそうな笑顔を見るのが大好きなだけだから。それにしてもあなたのサーバントって食欲旺盛なのね。
No problem at all. I love seeing people smile after they are full. But your servant's appetite is truly impressive.
セイバーさん、ピノコニーの歴史上にあなたのような人がいた覚えはありません。
Miss Saber, you don't remember anyone like you in the history of Penacony?
それもそうでしょう。私はピノコニーの人物ではありませんから。もっと言うとあなたたちがいる世界の歴史にも存在しません。
That's because I don't come from Penaconian history. In fact, I don't come from the history of your world at all.
お話の意味がよく見えないのだけれど。
I don't quite understand what you mean.
私は別の世界に存在した王国ブリテンを治めていた騎士王です。ピノコニーの歴史には存在しません。そのため本来であればこの地の聖杯戦争に召喚されるはずはなかったのですが。
I'm the Knight of Knights, who once ruled the kingdom of Britain in another world. I don't exist in Penaconian history, and thus I should not have been summoned to this Holy Grail War.
しかし今回の聖杯戦争には少なくとももう一機私と同じ世界から来た英霊がいます。
But in reality, there's at least one other heroic spirit in this war who also comes from the another world.
初歩的な質問で申し訳ないのだけれど、 あなたたち英霊は一体何者なのかしら。本当に歴史上の偉人が亡くなった後の魂なの？
Forgive me for asking such a naive question, but what exactly are you, heroic spirits? Are you truly the souls of historical figures who have passed?
英霊とは歴史に名を刻んだものです。そうひとまず解釈していただいて構いません。聖杯の召喚に応じ、英霊は魔力で構成された肉体で限界します。また、生前の逸話をもとに再現された切り札、宝具を所有します。
Let's put it like this. Heroic spirits are those who have been remembered by history. When summoned by the Holy Grail, they materialize in the form of bodies made of magical energy and use special abilities, noble phantasm, which are based on their famous deeds in life.
魔力と宝具とは何なのかしら。そのようなものが本当にこの世界に？
Magical energy? Noble phantasms? Do the things really exist?
この世界は神秘が極めて希薄な場所のようです。私の知っている魔術も大半が力を発揮しないでしょう。ですので、今回の聖杯戦争はこれまでのものと大きく異なっています。
How should I explain this? This is a world where mystics are extremely rare. The mage craft I know likely cannot function as usual. So many things in this Holy Grail war different from in the past. It kinda gives me the vibe to rewatch Fate series.
私の体を構成しているものは魔力ではなく、別の基礎的な要素のようです。それからそちらのノーツガールさんはキャスターとして私よりも現状を把握しているのではないですか？
My body is no longer composed of magical energy, but of other fundamental elements. But you, Miss Knot, being a caster, you should have a better idea than I do of what has happened.
生前の私は偉人とは程遠い人物でした。英霊として召喚されたことに私も驚きを隠せません。
In life, I wasn't anyone special, so I'm quite surprised to have been summoned as a heroic spirit.
セイバーさんのように頼もしくもなければ、自分の神明さえも失っています。私のような力のないサーバントがマスターのために一体何ができるというのでしょう。
I don't have the sense of security that Miss Saber has, nor have I ever retained my true name. I honestly don't know what a servant as weak as I can do for my master.
ノーツガールさん。
He's not.
だとしても、英霊として聖杯に召喚された以上、あなたは自分の物語を歴史に刻んだことを意味します。それに、聖杯戦争において、英霊の力は勝利を目指す上での絶対条件ではありません。
Even so, the fact that you are summoned by the Holy Grail means that you must have left behind your own story in history. And in the Holy Grail War, the strength of a heroic spirit is not an absolute condition of victory.
その通りだと思うわ。以前、兄様がこのように話していたことがあるの。ピノコニーに伝説はあれど、英雄はいないと。
Well said. My brother once told me that Penacony is a land of empty legends and no true heroes.
兄様からすると、ピノコニーの歴史に名を残す偉人も、伝説に登場する英雄も、その姿は後世の人々が脚色したものに過ぎないそうよ。それらはショーウィンドウに飾られた退屈を紛らわすための商品で、夢でさえリアリティショーの景品になり得てしまう。
What about Cloaky? I really wish that Cloaky would be summoned one day. To him, the historical figures of Penacony The legendary heroes are all just half-truth images created by later generations, like products in a store window. Even their dreams turned into reality TV prizes.
けれど今この瞬間、他の世界から来たセイバーさんも過去から来たノーツガールさんもちゃんとここに存在している。決して誰かに脚色された商品ではないわ。
But at this moment, whether it is the otherworldly Miss Saber or the historical Miss Nod, I'm certain you both are more real than that, and not just some commercial product. I bet the different... well,
マスター、慰めてくださってありがとうございます。ですが、神明が封印されている以上、セイバーさんは愚か、他の敵からあなたを守ることすら難しい状況。夢を叶えるとなればなおさらです。
Master, thank you for your comforting words. But in my current state, with my true name sealed, and not to mention being an enemy of that saber, I fear it would be difficult to protect you in front of other opponents, let alone help you achieve your dreams.
私はオーク家に残された唯一の指導者であり、調和の調律師よ。あなたが思うほど脆くないわ。それに今さら聖杯に託すような願いなんて持っていないの。
I'm the last remaining head of the Orc family, a court master of harmony. I'm not as fragile as you think. And as for now, I no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail.
マスター、一体何を言っているのです？聖杯に託す願いがないなら、なぜ霊樹を受け入れ、召喚人を使って私を呼んだのでしょうか？
Master, what exactly are you saying? If you no longer have a wish to entrust to the Holy Grail, why did you accept the command spell? Step into the summoning circle and call me here.
私も最初は半信半疑で参加を決めたの。この胸にある漠然とした願いを叶えられるんじゃないかと思って。
I joined the scheme held by old Odia with mixed feelings. Because at first, I did have a vague idea in mind.
かつて兄様は自分の願いのために強大な力を呼び寄せ、ピノコニーを眠りの中の理想郷に仕立て上げようとしたわ。でもそれは失敗し、贖罪の道を歩むことになった。
My brother once summoned a higher power to intervene here for his own wishes, hoping to turn Penacony into a utopia in dormancy. He failed, and now must walk the road of atonement.
あの儀式がもたらした影響は、今もピノコニーの人々の心の片隅に残っている。できることなら、聖杯の力でそういった方たちの傷を癒し、兄様が犯した過ちを償いたかったの。
But the impact of his actions still lingers in the hearts of the people of Penacony. I wanted to use the Holy Grail to erase and heal those scars. Make up for my brother's mistakes.
でも、その考えは間違っていたみたい。ノーツガールさんを限界させた聖杯には何かしらの力がある。そんな得体の知れないものに漠然とした願いを託すのは危険極まりないことだわ。
But now I realize I was wrong. Summoning Miss Nod to the present world showed me that the Holy Grail does possess some sort of power, and entrusting my vague, unclear wish to an unknown entity would lead us down a very dangerous path.
誰のためであろうと、私の願いは独りよがりなものよ。それは兄様が願っていたことと何も変わらない。ごめんなさい、ノーツガールさん。あなたを召喚した瞬間、私は理解したの。自分が行おうとしていることの意味をね。
Regardless of my intentions, my wish is still selfish. It's no different from my brother's wish. I'm sorry, Miss Knott, but the moment I summoned you, I realized my true feelings.
ピノコニーの人々はエナの夢に救いを求めるほど弱くないし、私ももちろん聖杯に願いを託すべきじゃないと考えている。それよりも今はオーディさんが聖杯を利用して何をしようとしているかの方が気がかりなの。
The people of Penacony are not so weak that they need Anna's dream to save them. You should not have asked for the Holy Grail for anything. What concerns me most is, what exactly does Old Orty want to use the Holy Grail for?
この聖杯戦争に不審な点が多いのは間違いありません。私のいた世界では聖杯戦争はもともと魔術師たちの儀式でした。その神秘性を保ってこそ奇跡を起こす力が生まれます。
This Holy Grail war is indeed suspicious. You may not know, but in my world, the Holy Grail war was originally a ritual for mages, one that needed to preserve its mystics in order to obtain the power to create miracles.
しかし、オーディさんは主催者でありながら儀式を大々的に喧伝した。このように神秘性のかけらもない儀式は本来成立しないはずです。
But this Old Orty, the host, is openly displaying the ritual to the public. This should have tainted it, making it impossible to carry out.
これまで幾度か聖杯戦争を経験してきましたが、今回のようなものは見たことがありません。
I have experienced many Holy Grails war and seen many different ritual forms, but this one is unlike anything before.
ですから、慎重を期すべきかと。マスターはどのように考えますか？
In my view, it is best to proceed with caution. Master, what do you think? Let's just beat them all, we should surrender and beg for... Let's unite everyone. Well, let's unite everyone?
そうね。
That's right, exactly. Yeah, we are almost all friends.
私の知るオーディさんなら何があってもこういったイベントを中止しないでしょう。
From what I know of Old Orty, he won't stop this game no matter what.
ええ、だからできるだけ多くの参加者を集めて同盟を結びたいの。この聖杯戦争の本当の目的、そして聖杯の力の本質がわかるまで安易に願い事をしないようにね。
So, I want to form an alliance with as many participants as possible, until we clearly understand the true nature of this Holy Grail war and the power of the Grail. We should not make any wishes too harshly.
オーク家の後継者は実に優秀なようです。ですが、その同盟計画はいささか考えが甘いかと。聖杯戦争に参加している以上、きっと誰しも叶えたい願いを持っているはず。
You are a worthy successor of the Orc family, Master. But I think your plan for alliances is a bit idealistic. Each participant and their servants have their own desires.
また、最後の勝者が決まる前に、あなたの信頼する友人とそちらのセイバーさんが私たちに刃を向けないという保証もありません。
And until the final winner is decided, no one can guarantee that your trusted Trailblazer and his saber won't turn their blades on us. Hey, that's a bit harsh.
とはいえ、今はひとまず指示に従いましょう。無論、他のサーバントと交渉している間に状況が変化するようであれば話は別ですが。
But for now, I will follow your lead. However, if the situation changes when trying to form alliances with other servants, I will make my own decisions.
ブートヒルからメッセージ？ずいぶんなかったらしいな。
Boothill just sent me a really long text message. What extra line do they speak all the time in Japanese? I really don't know. It's in Star Rail and Genshin, If you play in Japanese, they are like extra long. Why? What is it?
私のところにも届いているわ。一斉送信みたいね。
I got one too. Was it a mass text? New message from Boothill. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Here points standard haste. LFG. Looking for group? 3-4? My dearest masters, greetings to you all. I am Boothill, the Galaxy Ranger. It does not seem like he brought this. At the evening breeze of Asdana's cries with its their tender whispering of approaching summer, I humbly pray that your noble servant remains in radiant hills, untouched by the vexation of seasonal ailment, so as not to miss the splendor of this midsummer enchanting beauty. Is it really you? Though but a humble fugitive, it is my profound honor to stand alongside your esteemed servants in the pursuit of the Holy Grail. As such, with a heart brimming with reverence and gratitude, I extend to you a most earnest invitation to the Gray's Clock Studio theme park with your presence. There I shall humbly offer a modest feast of wine and fare in your esteemed company. In this season of summer's retreat, Clock Studio theme park has transformed into a realm of poetic wonder, a paradise on earth that promises to etch unforgettable memories upon your hearts. Should you deign to accept my invitation, I would be overjoyed beyond measures. I shall eagerly await your reply. May this humble gathering serve as a cherished testament to the bond we share, and may it bestow upon you a moment of delight and respite amidst your noblest endeavors. With the highest regards and the deepest wishes, here's to you salutations from your humbly Boothill. This is not Boothill. No way he wrote like this. What happened? He got hacked.
このメッセージ、本当にブートヒルさんからかしら。
Is this text message really from Boothill? For the love of Akavili, he's cursing up a storm.
もう脳内でブートヒルさんの言葉に変換したの？
Huh? You have already figured out how to automatically translate his swearing in your head? It is swearing? Okay.
待って、このメッセージ、あの人が書いたものではないと思うわ。
Wait. This message absolutely isn't from him.
どうやら殺し合いはもう始まっているようですね。
Looks like the mutual slaughter has already begun.
やはり平和とは戦争の幕間に過ぎないのですね。そのブートヒルさんも、もしかするとすでにやられているかもしれません。
See, peace is just the interlude in the war. That Boothill is probably already been taken down.
いいえ、彼は腕の立つ方だから、こんなに早く負けるなんてありえないわ。きっと誰かが彼のスマホを使って私たちをクラークフィルムランドに誘い込もうとしているんじゃないかしら。
No, he's a seasoned warrior. There's no way he's out this early. But someone must have gotten their hands on his phone and is using his identity to lure us to the Clock Studio theme park.
それにしても随分と丁寧な招待状ですね。誘われたのであれば応じるのが礼儀というものでしょう。
This invitation is written so earnestly. I guess we will have to graciously accept.
私もそう思うわ。それに今行けばブートヒルさんを助けられるかもしれない。どうかしら。
Yeah, I was thinking the same. If we rush over now, there's still a chance to save Mr. Boothill. What do you all think? I like diving right into the trap. To be honest, I'm a bit of an age. Boothill will be fine. I like diving right into the trap.
ええ、私もそう思います。
Count me in too.
十中八九、相手は罠を張っているでしょう。しかし、そのリスクを負ってでも救援に向かわなければ、我々は二人の盟友を失い、以降の戦いが不利になる恐れがあります。
The enemy has set up a trap. If we pull back now, we avoid the risk. But losing 2 allies would put us in an even greater disadvantage in later attacks.
よし、早速行こう。
Then, let's head out. Okay, this message, even if this was a...
待ち合わせ場所はここで合ってるよな。あいつ、どこほっつき歩いてやがるんだ？
Even if this message was sent by Bootkill, or like by the guy who set up the trap, it is even for him too much. I guess it's Skot, right? Ah, aren't we supposed to meet up here? Trailblazer, where did they go?
いや、なんか妙だ。まさか俺らが来る前に誰かにやられちまったなんてことはねえよな。
Something is off. Maybe someone got the jump on them and took him and his servant out before we got here.
率直に言って、あのセイバーをたやすく倒せる実力者がここにいるなら、私たちでは太刀打ちできないだろう。
With all due respect, if that hypothetical enemy could easily defeat your friend Saber, then none of us here would be walking away alive.
ひょっとしたらカンパニーの人間が一緒にいるのを不審がってるんじゃないかな。それで物陰に隠れてこちらの様子を伺ってるとか？
Or maybe our old friend is concerned about an IPC employer showing up, so they are looking in the shadows to assess us?
なんだ、君たちはかつて敵同士だったのか？
Oh, were you enemies once?
昨日の敵は今日の友だってこともある。そうだろ、カーボーイ。
Us enemies can still become present-day allies. Am I right, cowboy?
カンパニーの人間はともかく、一緒に視線をくぐり抜けてきた俺のことは信じてくれたっていいだろ。こっちは何も企んじゃいねえ。そろそろ顔を見せたらどうだ？協力の話をしよう。
Even with the IPC, he should at least trust me after all we went through as much together. Hey, Trailblazer, come out now. Let's chat about joining forces as a team. You are not gonna get hurt.
声を張っても無駄だろう。ここに来るまでにいくつか可能性を考えはしたけど、どうやら最悪なのが当たってしまったようだ。
They are not coming. I went through a lot of possibilities in my head before we got here, but I never expected to face the most ridiculous of them all.
どこぞのラブリーがこの巡回レンジャーを騙そうとしてるってわけか。
A short back pulled off a scam on a Galaxy Ranger?
おい！愛に飢えたベイビーたち、耳の穴かっぽじってよーく聞きやがれ。あんたらが何者で何を企んでるかは知らねえが、逃げられやしねえぜ。さっさと姿を見せたらどうだ？生まれ変わった時にもっと早く出てればよかったって後悔する前にな。
Listen up, fucking shitbags. Ain't no matter who you are and what you want to do. I've got you surrounded. Pop out now. Or don't say I didn't warn you when you stop your tour on the way to the underworld.
聞いたか？出ていかないと生まれ変わった時に後悔するらしい。さすがはカンパニーに高額な懸賞金をかけられた指名手配犯だ。口を開くなり悪人オーラ全開だな。恐怖のあまり内臓まで震えてしまった。
Did you hear that? He's gonna kill us if we don't give ourselves up. Oh, he's very inch, a serious criminal with a huge bounty on his head. I'm positively shaking in my boots with how he talks.
お前の隣にいるのは、はっ、銃の赤心のアベンチュリンさん。なぜカンパニーの重役がそんな指名手配犯なんかと一緒に？
Wait, isn't that Mr. Adventuring of the 10 Stone Hearts? Why is a criminal wanted by the IPC walking around with an IPC executive?
もしそこのカーボーイの人質になっているのなら、瞬きで合図してくれ。それともまさか二人は友人なのか？
Sir, if that blasted cowboy got you kidnapped at gunpoint, just give me a blink. Or maybe you two are actually friends?
カンパニーの重役が指名手配犯と結託。アサシン、この素晴らしいシーンをしっかり撮っておいてくれ。
An IPC executive secretly in cahoots with a cosmic fugitive? Assassin, you have got to grab this awesome scene of film.
君のサーバントはミスター・レック。いや、よく見ると雰囲気が少し違う。
Your servant is Mr. Rekka. No, not that I'm looking at him. There's something off.
おい、レックの隣にいるやつ、カンバリーの制服を着てるが、知り合いか？
Hey, you know him? The guy in the IPC uniform next to Rekka?
僕の顔を知ってる社員はツガンニアの砂漠の砂よりも多いんだ。彼が誰なのか知ってるわけもないだろう。
There are more IPC's employees who know my face than there are grains of sands in Sigoriania's deserts. You think I can remember them all?
たとえ銃の赤心の一人であっても怖くはないぞ。戦略投資部がいくら偉かろうと、うちの部門をどうこうできるわけないからな。
Ah, wretched brat. You think I'm scared of you just because you are a Stoneheart? The strategic investment department reaches may be long, but it will never reach my neck on the wood. He's a little bit here too cocky right now. He still ranks about you.
聖杯を勝ち取ったら全員私の言いなりになってもらう。ひざまずいて誰もが私に許しを請うんだ。それから犬と豚の鳴き声を、いやカエルの鳴き声を真似させよう。
After I win the Holy Grail, I will make everyone do as I say. I will make you all kneel before me and beg for mercy. Then have you bark like dogs, oink like pigs. No, croak like frogs. Firstly, you have to win, my guy.
聖杯を使って鳴き声の真似をさせるとは、なんともったいない。
What a waste, using the Holy Grail to make people do animal noises.
ところで、オーディさんは君の部門にも招待状を送ったのかい？ピノコニーに派遣されたその部門の社員はごくわずかだったはずだけど、もしかして君は...
So old Odie even sent invitation to your department? But I thought your folks barely stationed anyone at Penacony. Unless your name is...
おお、私の名前を聞いたことがあるのか？
Oh, have you actually heard of me?
いや、ただの一般社員の名前をさすがに覚えてはいないよ。
Never mind. There's no way I would remember the name of someone named Nobody.
お高く止まっている重役たちは底辺社員を気にかけたことなど一度もないのだろうな。たった一つの指示で私を泉州という野蛮な地に飛ばしたと思ったら、今度はピノコニーと来た。最初はいい仕事だと思ったが。
Ah, you high and mighty executives have never treated us basic workers as people. you would send me to a primitive post like Chanzhou with one word and switch me to Penacony with the next. I thought Penacony might be a juicy gig.
まさか下を向いてピピ詩人たちとの商談に明け暮れることになるとは。おかげで首の痛みも悪化してしまった。
But all I have done every day is talk business to a bunch of Pepeshi. I'm making my neck crack even worse.
だがそれらもすべて過去となる。アベンチュリン？はあ、この私が代わりに新しい銃の赤心になろう。
But hey, all of that will soon be a thing of the past. Aventurin. Heh, I will replace you and become the new Stoneheart of that name.
さあ、お前の宝具で私に勝利を捧げてくれ、アサシン。
Assassin. Use your noble phantasm to bring me victory.
ようやくこいつのサーバントとやり合えるってわけか。あじゃあ、戦闘準備だ。
Huh. Do I finally get to see this shrimp servant in action? Archer, get ready for a fight.
なぜそうも危機としている？
What is that with a happy smile?
撮影は始まった。役者たちよ、位置についてくれ。
The filming has begun, actors. Take your positions.
さあ、カメラを回して、あの時代に戻ろう。ザ・サイレント・ホラー・ショー
Let the camera roll. Let the film spin. And let us return to the Silent Horror Picture Show.
アクション
He's using his rec abilities, actually. No! No! Wait. What? Wait, what? We are actually silent? He was talking. There was no voice. Or am I right? No!
Action!
There's no way. You. Wait. This isn't spirit form. He just vanished right before our eyes. This servant presents concealment in more disturbing than I imagine. Wait. Where's your voice? And they're still moving their mouth. Where's my voice? Fucking hell, son of a fuck! It is no use. I have tried analyzing this bounded field. It doesn't just mute sound. Something is far more dangerous is closing in. If there is no sound, then how would you know what I'm just said? Look, there are subtitles here. I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god, please. And they're all looking at subtitles. Oh my god.
Ha ha ha! その顔が見たかった。私にもてあそばれるその間抜け面が。
And Skot is not muted. Great. I have always wanted to see you people like this. A bunch of idiots subjected to my every whim. That's not fair. Why do you get to have a voice?
それはもちろんこの私が主役だからだ。お前らのような脇役とはわけが違う。ああ、 この恐怖に満ちた上映会で耳をつんざく悲鳴を早く聞きたい。
And why have you been reduced to this, you may ask? Because now I am the protagonist. You extras will never be treated in the same way as me. I can't wait to hear what kind of petrified screams you would be making in this horror show. None. We are muted.
おっと、すまない。忘れていた。アサシンの宝具の中では誰も悲鳴を上げることなどできなかったな。
Oh, wait. Oops, I forgot. No one can hear their own screams in Assassin's Noble Phantasm. A moment later, the cowboy's friends arrived. Actually clueless. Equally clueless. It is unusually quiet. No sign of Mr. Buthill or the enemy who lured us here. Should not have said that. Be on guard for any black luxury speedster? Saber is a knight who gives her all. You should have not said that. I will protect everyone to the best of my ability. Please, don't stray too far from me. But with the enemy in the shadows and us out in the open, even the greatest cautions cannot guarantee our safety. It is a wide open area like this. If the enemy sends Archer to attack from range, we will lose the initiative and be in a serious disadvantage. From what I know of Old Oti, he is the type to hire the lowest scum at his pawn, summoning the most wicked servants to eliminate anything in his way. How do you know Miss Oti that much, if you like figure from history? Haven't you noticed? Since earlier, our voices vanish when we speak. That's true. Could it be the enemy's so-called noble phantasm? More importantly, everyone, I have a question. In this world history, is it possible for a non-primate to become a heroic spirit? Say a billboard? Or maybe Tifau? If it were an Intellitron, that's at least plausible. But a billboard? A Tifau? Then what is that up ahead? A Tifau appearing out of nowhere turns its polished rear to the crowd. There is Tifau creaks. It's obviously a trap. Let's stay back and observe for now. Don't go near it. Scan the surrounding and look for anything unusual. If this is a decoy, the real enemy probably lurking nearby, waiting for us to take the bait. We should steer clear of the trap. A frigid force drags you violently back to where you started. And then, a voice you know all too well mumbles in by your ear.
このスコートのテリトリーに入った以上、そう簡単に逃げられると思わないことだ。
You want to leave after entering Boss Skot's turf? In your dreams. Ah, why does it sound like a dog barking? Skot, the IPC specialist who does those bionic voice impressions? Unbelievable. Skot's really made a name for himself. Even the acclaimed Robin knows who he is. Alright, I am the one who told her. Can't be a guy share a few wild travel stories with his friend every now and then? The brief silence that lingers between you was enough to convey every ounce of fury and exasperation from this old acquaintance. See? Always so hasty. Oh no, Boothill. The battered Tifar wobbles, buzzing with static noises. But alas, this is a silent film. You cannot hear a single crackle of the snowflakes. You on Tifar, bro? Seriously? It is not the time for this. Watch out for his servant. That guy turned this whole place into...
声も当てられてない脇役は黙っておけ。観客たちの時間の無駄だ。それでは第一幕。
Supporting characters with no voice dubbing should not have wasted the audience time with your lines.
Action!
What's happening? Midway Chainsaw Rhapsody. Chapter 1. You are awake in a sealed chamber. The Tifar static crackles singing death lullaby. Separated from your servants, you run into another pair of familiar enemies. As for your cowboy and strongest companions, vanish without a trace. Why are you here? Skot sent an exam text to Boothill in your name, and you know how that goes. That punk doesn't even bother switching up his tricks. Don't tell me he's got a crush on me. Let me think. How will he bark this? No. No, that punk doesn't even bother switching up his tricks. Forget that third-rate nobody. What I really want to know is, where did he send our servants? Splitting up in a horror movie? That's a dead flag. Let's figure out what we are dealing with here. That monster is the room sure is an eyesore. Haha, I'm prepared for you! Investigate the strange body. Okay, I guess I will be fighting you, but I have a team now. Investigate. Director's Cut OST. A nameless corpse lies before you. Don't ask why it's still twitching. More importantly, you find no clue on it. But I have got a little hint for you all. You are the employee of the Interstellar Peace Corporation. To reward your outstanding performance this year, the IPC has organized a special vacation at a hotel. But when you arrive, the hotel is completely empty. As midnight strikes, its true nature is revealed. This place. Man outside of the door. This is already the 5th room. Hey, can you hear me? What a bunch of troublesome fools. Table. Oh, okay. I can't believe that even you fell for it, Archer. Just to be clear, I was against this from the very start. But those two blockheads insisted on investigating. Archer? Always 3 blockheads. Master of outward Holy Grail war, and not a hint of caution among them. That's how I end up with thrown lines. Director Skot. I will be voicing who is saying because I cannot really make the voices, I think. Isn't it a little late to say all that? Listen carefully. This place... Saber. This Holy Grail war is strange indeed. It is my fault. I have failed as a servant. I should have kept my master away from this trap. You two over here, I'm locked inside this room. Right on clue. No, I'm locked inside... You two over here, I'm locked inside this room. Master? I saw your subtitles. I will find a way to get you out. I saw your subtitles. Oh my god, they really love breaking fourth wall. In Star Rail and Honkai 3rd collab, it was very similar too. Hold on. If I were the enemy, I would disguise myself as a master and wait just behind the door for the perfect ambush. Aventurian. Archer, listen to my voice. Isn't it obviously me? Sorry, but no. Archer. Sorry, this is a silent film. All I see is a line of subtitles under the door, with the name Aventurier slapped on it. If you want to prove you are really my master, you will have to spill 10 humiliating secrets that only my real master would know. How do you will be knowing about those secrets? You really don't know who I am? Director Skot. Will this ever end? This is a horror film, people. Background characters, start acting scared. This place was once an IPC prison, where criminals were banished. It has deadly traps and ensured no escape. Now the inmates have passed, leaving only bloodthirsty, vengeful spirits. Aventurian. I have wanted to ask this since your first time. Why target the IPC workers? Director Skot. Back when this was still a prison, the IPC shrouded turned into a living hell. What do audience loves most? Watching those criminals suffer. Saw off someone's leg, and the door unlocks automatically. But if nothing happened after a system hour, boom, the room explodes. You, the guests, will also go up in flames. Wow. And now we are in Saw, okay. I know this one. The room you cannot leave unless you do a particular thing. It is one of the classic tropes from Penacony's vintage horror film tricks. Aren't we a little off topic? By sheeper, I did not expect someone your age to know that much about Penacony early dream bubble cinema. You have a bright future ahead. That's right. I was the one who gave the world my genius visions with my first film in Penacony early days. Archer. So this noble phantasm is based on that. This guy's really getting carried away and starting babbling. Nice work, master. Aventurian? No wonder the scene feels so awkward shown in. No, it all makes sense. Randomly hobbling together old school horror tropes. Yeah, not exactly groundbreaking. Take that. Saving of someone's leg beat. Originally, the protagonist was restrained by ferrofluid shackles and had no choice but to cut their own leg. But here, it is just a lazy copy paste. Director's cut. Kid, I take back every compliment I said about you. Your screams will be played on loop in the most conspicuous spot at Grady Films. We are still not voiced. Saber. Revealing your true name on purpose. Let me guess, it is part of your dramatic flair, huh? I think that's just a misspelling.
Assassin! バカかお前は！なぜ神名をばらした？英霊にとってそれは弱点のはずだろう。
You fool! How did you let them true name split like that? Isn't that supposed to be a heroic spirit greatest weakness? Assassin! Ready. Okay. So we're not hiding anymore. Don't panic, producer. I'm not some legendary hero or anything like that. Just ask them. What does Grady even mean in Penacony? Imemiya Films? I have only heard of Clock Studio. As expected. Soon, you will see who Penacony's greatest director is. For now, I will sleep behind the scenes. So, What will it be? Self-sacrifice? Or will you turn your blades at each other right before my eyes? Take what little time you have left and talk it over. But keep staring. And well. Tick-tock. Boom. It could be a sparkle right now. Why do we have to saw our legs again? Discuss with Aventurine about your next steps. We are still in this horror room. I have light problems. Okay, can we saw your leg? Like Roboto's leg? Oh, you finally meet a kindred spirit. And I don't get any fan benefits? Master, you hit him. Pick a leg. Right or left? Honestly, if I could get a bonus, I would rather get for the arm with the command spell. Hey, you're my servant, remember? At least consider cutting off Trailblazer's leg instead. Wait, old pal, don't give me that look. I was kidding. Everyone, don't dance to his tune. Don't let him pull us along. The more chaos he sounds, the calmer we get to be. Director's cut. Still not turning on each other yet? Room is about to blow. I will have to saw off my leg. Saw off Aventurine's leg. What class are you, Bomber? Archer. Let's vote. I vote for my flamboyant master. Hey, no need to egg things on. You already figured out the real answer, didn't you? A sealed room. A bomb about to go off. It sounds dramatic, but... rationally speaking, as a servant, wouldn't it be easier to just cut the door down? Master, please, take 2 steps back. The sword-wielding girl unleashes a fierce shot. Cut the door. Master, stay close to me. I don't know what that assassin plans to do next, but it's still dangerous here. Director's cut. Using brute force in a horror film. Heroic spirits from another world clearly have no sense for art. A blonde beauty like you should not be you screaming for help and waiting for the hero to save the day? Saber. Hulking assassin. Once I reach you, scream all you want. Call for anyone to save you. Then, you would be better reach me first. Thanks to your recklessness, the hotel's chainsaw spirit has been awakened by the noise. Protagonist, take the stage. God? Oh god.
逃げようとしたって無駄だぞ。主役である私がお前たちを見逃すと思うか?
Trying to run? Did I, the protagonist, ever gave you permission to run? What are you, a piece of gum stuck on my shoe?
私はこのホラー映画の主役だ。当然この手でお前らを八つ咲きにする義務がある。
At the start of this film, I will be the one to personally tear you all apart, limb by limb. Yeah, we'll see about that.
私のチェーンソー、アサシンの力のおかげでこの毒のたっぷり塗られたチェーンソーは必殺級の斬撃を瞬時に3回も放てる。チェーンソーが2本だから計6回だ。
この明かりは星の希望、地を照らす命の証。エクスカリバー！
私はまだ。
This. What kind of evil spirit gets beaten to pulled by its victims? Ugh, forget it. Producer, take 5. I will be needing you later again. Wait! So this is the power of heroic spirits from another world? Figures. Penacony is just a backwater speck with 10 amber ears, with no real legends or history. Of course, we pale in comparison to true heroes. But that's also why you are going to lose. I will take each of your runaways, one by one, and turn you into obedient extras for my film. Aventurine? Pray tell, does anyone look like they're running away from you? Don't get ahead of yourself! Act 2 is about to begin. After a brief pause, you exchange the information you are gathering with one another. Woodkill, Robin, and Miss Nod are still missing. Skot and his servant could strike again at any time. What about the other servants? Where is Pom-pom? So they're giving us the time to breathe, Yes, they are pretty confident about their trump card. Archer, Master, you seems very familiar with films. What do you know about this Grady? Aventurier. I have only heard the name before. The guy was some terrible director back in Penacony's early days. He cranked out a ton of cheap horror silent films and was a master of interesting commercial gimmicks. But people in Penacony forgot about his name ages ago. I only found the film he used to trap us through sheer luck. Picked it up in an interstellar junk market. Okay, we have Miss Nord, we have this Grady guy. What did wrong with this Holy Grail? So we are dealing with it total nobody? That's no good. What makes you say that? As heroic spirit who left a mark in history, all legends usually hint at our greatest weaknesses. Like that one warrior who waited in the river of the underworld and become invincible except for his heels. I was hoping you would know something about that person's past, but turns out he's just some washed up no-name that even you folks have not heard about. Oh, she's a little bit harsh, I hope he doesn't hear it. Aventurian. It's right in with Mr. Skot, doesn't it? A pair of nobodies with shady tricks on their sleeves. Still, I have got this feeling, even if they have got the upper hand now, they are but no real way to finish us. We are all just fine for the time being. Tricksters never pack much of a punch anyway. We are all just fine for the time being. Right. He was a film director in life. That means he's not gonna suddenly become a powerhouse after turning into a heroic spirit. His novel father proves it. He built it off one of his old horror flicks. Basically a reality marble. Though it is rare ability, it feels more like a trap, one that only ensnares its victims. But if the trap cannot hurt the prey, then isn't the hunter who will be in trouble? Now he have got 3 servants in his stomach, while the strongest fortress always fall from the inside. You really do have the mind of the leader, always so sharp on reading the situation. By the way, it's Archer speaking. I would better pull my weight too. You might not have an obvious weak spot, but if I can find Assassin's true body and let my arrow give him a proper haircut, that reality marble of his would no longer exist. Sounds like everyone's got their sights set. Trailblazer, I know we have butted heads with the Express crew before, but that was just a difference in perspective. As for this time, I have got an interest in the Holy Grail. My boss is more concerned about what old Ori has up his sleeves, which is everyone concerned. If you are willing, maybe we can actually work together this time. Deal. See that, Master? Looks like Miss Robbie's alliance is starting to come together. This army has a goal, and now it's time to move. We saw the exit on the way in. Let's head that way while we still can. Oh, long corridor. Yeah. What is here, by the way? Nothing. Okay. Surely nothing bad will happen. I do not like horror films. I also find that this was very... Oh no, not this room. Oh, not this room. Oh my god, again. Oh my god. Okay. Back to the Age of Silence. No monsters? Okay. Ah! No, 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 it's happening again, it's happening again, it's happening again. Not again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. Reason Gazette? Screams, blood and entertainment. An exclusive interview with the creator of Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. Writer, directed and starring Grady himself. Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody makes history as Asdana's prison's first film. No boasting of 1 million viewers. On this occasion, we tracked down director Grady to discover how he achieved such remarkable success. Reporter: the creator of Dream Bubbles movies is a revolutionary technology. Developing such an innovation in a prison seems especially challenging. How did you create this entirely new technology from scratch? Okay, Grady himself. It all started when I was washing my face. I spotted Dreamscape Memorial residued on the mirror and had a revelation. Dreams might be hard to grasp, but the memoria that holds them can be controlled. If I could build a machine to stabilize memoria while they held dreams imagery and then capture them, I would essentially have a dream camera. Luckily, I knew a little about machine repair from before my imprisonment. I collected discarded parts from around me, the prison, and spent about a year or two experimenting until I finally created these little contraptions. Reporter: what inspired you to make movies in prison? And why horror films specifically? Grady: initially I just recorded dream scenes with my device, but that got old pretty fast. Then something suggested, why don't you make a movie? You have got nothing but time. Entertaining yourself gets dull eventually, but bringing some thrill to our dreary prison life, though. Filming in the synesthesia dreamscape proved tricky at first. I thought dreams would let me create anything I wanted, but memoria typically behaves in one or two extremes. They are either too stable, just like reality, forcing us to manually create props and sets, or too chaotic, like jelly, where all actor face could transform 9 times with 1 second. Dreams were so unpredictable that we end up shooting many scenes on physical sets in the actual prison. As for why horror films, first, they are relatively cheap to make with fewer technical demand. Second, after toggling between prison life and nightmares for so long, I figured some people need something more thrilling. And honestly, the very last thing I did before imprisonment has watching horror movies as in a theater. I only got halfway through before IPC dogs dragged me onto their ships. Perhaps making horror films in my way of finishing that interrupted movie. Wait, APC dogs? Doesn't that mean that you should not like Skot? A roughly produces paper, widely distributed during the prison era. Secured publishing rights after Osaka Britain prison officials. They cannot bring the space to calm, we might ever find a way out. Okay. Oh my god, stop this flickering. Okay, can we go back? Saber. It's like we have just looked back to where we started. Archer. If we don't find some kind of countermeasures, we could be stuck running in circles forever. Master, why not leave some of your chips and dice behind as markers? He does really do adventuring dirt, alright? Venturing. You don't need to remind me of that. I have already tried it, but didn't expect Grady to be such a greedy money grabber. Director Scott. Hey, don't go throwing shade. Extra boy? I was just cleaning up the set as usual. Gotta make sure random props don't ruin the scene. The next scene is all about IPC employees trapped in a haunted hallway and cursed to suffer forever. Nowhere to escape, and no one will ever come to help. In here, any struggle is just wasted effort. Venturing. Oh, is that Miss Robin singing? Saber. Grady, looks like you forgot you didn't only trap us in your noble phantasm. That's what you get for cutting your budget, Grady. While you are busy writing, directing and starring as yourself, Miss Robin already found the way out of the other side of the set. Saber. Everyone follows the music. Why can't we hear the music? This is a trap. Producer, you useless piece of junk. I sent you to ambush the two male low-threat characters. How did you still mess it up? And this music. Why can't my noble phantasm suppress it? Looks like you have been dead for so too long. Forgot your own trade, huh? Even in the silent film era, movies had some set of music. Ah, yeah, this flickering. Another interview. Grady Films Anniversary Special. Now dominating 45% of the Penaconian local film market, Grady Entertainment Company stands as the city's most successful. As time changes, we sit down with Mr. Grady once more. Will he deliver another unexpected perspective? Reporter. You established the Grady Company while still in prison. How did you convince the company inspectors to allow an inmate to form a business behind bars? Grady. For most IPC dogs, it comes down to one thing: profit. When prisoners were awake, IPC's naked dome cinemas successfully drain that little money inmates had. But dreams? Well, before they realized what was happening, my lawyer friend had already put my name on the Dream Bubble movie technology patent. They wanted to squeeze every last coin from prisoners' saving into their own pockets. So they set up a company under my name and made me chairman. Of course, the actual person in charge was our dear inspector, MC Koi Tuna. Don't remember this name? Reporter. You faced plenty of criticism as an IPC puppet back then, but today's Grady Films is practically a brand new company. Wouldn't you say that? I guess he was actually a pretty successful guy. Grady. Yes, all thanks to Mr. MC Koi's excessive confidence. He actually gave me the so-called honorary chairman, a divided share. Rating is like spare change. So prisoner savings, which should have flowed 100% back to the IPC, now had a tiny stream delivered to me. Though barely significantly, that money successfully helped me fund initial stages of Penacony's War of Independence. Wait! Ah, wait, it's a prison. Wait a moment. The Penacony was a prison. Right. Oh, no, my clock's starting working. MC Koi died while trying to crush the rebellion, and the original Grady company became history. But the Nicodome cinema and assets he left behind formed the foundation of rebuilding all film industry later. In that sense, I should be grateful to him, especially for dying when he did. Reporter. Beyond importing excellent films, Grady Films has fostered many local talents. As competition intensifies, what wisdom would you like to share with the next generation? Grady. Makes films with passion, not opportunism. I hope future Penacony creates its own universally famous masterpiece that belongs truly to us. I also extend a warm invitation to dream weaving technology specialists to join Grady Films. Help us improve our still evolving Dream Bubble movie technology and create better experience for audiences everywhere. This Grady guy is actually pretty chill right now. Something did happen. Oh god, this flickering. Please stop. Oh, we found him. Director Skot's Ost. A gentle force of harmony flows through the tight space. At its heart, two singers light the way for the lost. But at the same time, evil spirits approach them, determined to share and consume their visions from beyond the sky. Visitors. Miss Robin, watch out! You coward, pick on someone your own size! Whatever you have in mind, it's already too late. In a blue, too fast to track, Miss Nod grabs the attacking monsters and viciously smashed their heads into the floor. Oh no, my cat hope ray tubes. Don't hit my screen with my microphone. Oh, chuck. Honestly, that might be the first R-rated scene in this whole movie. You start to wonder if Robin actually summoned a berserker. Wait, right! We don't have a... Oh, right, they have the names. We have Lancer, Archer, Saber, Assassin, Caster. Who is missing? Mage and Berserker missing, right? Wait, is Caster Mage? Oh, I don't know anymore. That's it. The guards back in Astana prison were tougher than these things. Astana prison. You know Grady. You know him. Bravo! Truly Penacony's brightest bloom. Brilliant in both drama and action. This terrible wardrobe. The nonsense plot. No one else could have cooked this up but you, Grady. Yeah, they know each other. I spent so much effort ploughing my way out of the grave. So quit brooming my eyes with your bargish bean flicks. Of course, real director knows when to leave the stage to the actors. You all okay? Thanks goodness. I watched the free concert. Miss Not is so cool. You and Grady seems to have a bit of history. Let's just say it was unpleasant. We meet again. The caster, your combat style was quite a surprise. Okay, the censored name that we saw in the first note, in the first interview, is it her name? And saying that counted as a fight between mages, guess people in Penacony really had a broad definition of casters. Really? I thought it was pretty normal. An archer dual-wielding sword isn't qualified to talk about this. I managed to feel out the right path using the power of harmony, all thanks to Miss Not's protection. Yeah, you have a censored name. I saw you covering me in that fight. Even if you cannot say your name, I know you must be someone great. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Master, this cannot change the present situation. Without a true name, I'm just a weak Irish family artist. Saber. No, the way you shielded your master just now proves you're an exceptional servant. It's not. You will never understand the despair when even your name is taken away. And you will run dry of all your worth. Director. Exactly. Powerless. Barely able to protect her master, let alone win this Holy Grail war. Then why not work with me again? Like before. Mr. Orty? Her name, Mr. Orty, can grant you all your wishes. Shut up. You are a fool with less artistic taste than an autonomic instrument. Your work doesn't even have the artistic value of a ruined roll of film. Sorry, Grady. That was a bit harsh. But why are you serving that opportunistic fat old fart? aka Old Orty. Hiding somewhere off screen, Grady sides too, his voice full of melancholy. Director Skot. Because he summoned me too, of course. Even in death, forgotten by the world. Penacony clutches our souls like a miser. But hey, sweetheart, at least we have a chance to rewrite our past failure this time. This gloom won't do. Let's kick off the final act of Midnight Chainsaw Rhapsody. The true evil awaits at the end of this haunted hotel. Let me guess, it will be Skot. Oh, yeah. So many of him. Oh my god. He's voiced. Adventure. Whoa, the director really went all this time?
Grady. これが私にくれるというより強い力か。
Thousand-faced Skot. Grady. Is this what you mean by giving me more power? Grady itself. The surviving protagonist finally reaches the heart of the hotel. The evil spirits appear through the screen. Then, I gather all the lights and effects on you, shaping you into an invisible monster. Lyndon Skot, you will become a legion of evil spirits, a horror icon etched in movie history.
たぎってきた。私の失ったすべてを1000倍にして返してもらうぞ。
Oh, I am fired up! Great Blazer, no, I will take back everything you took from me. You shall pay tenfold, no, 1,000-fold! Saber, honestly, the way this guy keeps coming for you, even the widest British hounds would call it obsessive. Master, what did you do to him? Just some private disagreement. Look, I was young, I didn't know what I was doing. Is it still possible to make it up for you, to you now?
仲直り。お前のせいで動物の鳴き真似を何とさせられた。降格もしたし出向もさせられて悲惨な人生を歩むことになったんださ。なのに厚かましくも仲直りだと。
Make it up to me? You ruined my life. You made me bark and oink and face an emotion. Moving from one punny post to another in the cosmos in despair and misery. And this is all you have to say? Make it up to me.
お前もその隣にいる脇役たちも笑っていられるのは今のうちだ。
Grail Blazer, you and your little entourage of extras. You won't get me so cocky for much longer.
力がみなぎってくる。体が分裂していくぞ。スコートが1人、2人、3人。ああ、後頭部がかゆい。2人の私が引っかかってしまったようだ。
There's literally so many extra lines. The power inside me is breaking out, trying to be free. 1 Skot, 2 Skot, 3 Skot. Oh, my scalp is scratchy. 2 got stuck in there. Ready. Master, your line. Your entrance line. By the way, where is Boothill? Oh my god.
影の中、夢の中、そしてお前の後ろ。私はどこにでもいる。狼の群れの主。洗面槽のスコートが全てを引き裂こう。
Yeah, I will get nightmares from this. Hear me, mortals, for I am everywhere. In your dreams, in your shadows, right behind your back. Now I, the Lord of the Wolf's Pack, the thousand-faced Skot, will devour all.
お前らを倒す方法なら7つある。7つもだぞ。
I've got 7 ways to end your life. 7. Let me show you their overwhelming strength in numbers.
この明かりは星の希望。地をてグスカリバー。
スコート、その戦い方はどうかと思うぞ。
God, don't you think you have messed this one up?
そういうお前
Arrogance got shot dead. Weren't you just getting your butt kicked a moment ago?
I am the bone of my soul. Steel is my body, and fire is my blood. I have created over 1,000 unlimited blade works.
今日、私たちがここに集まったのは、命を捧げ、犠牲となったスコートたちを偲ぶためだ。
We are gathered here today to commend the many Scots who have sacrificed their lives again and again.
あの足手まといどもがいなければ、私はとっくに勝っていたというのに。
If those dead wastes were not dragging me down, I would have won ages ago.
真の一匹狼は単独行動をするものだ。集まるだけではただの烏合の衆と変わらない。
The true lone wolves walk alone. Only big rambles stick together.
お前ずっと後ろに隠れていただろう。この卑怯者が。お前なんかよりも私のまつげの方がよっぽど役立つ。
Coward! You have been hiding in the bag all this time. Even my eyelashes did more work than you. The Skot starts blinking and tossing blame around. What a sin. Saber. Fighting someone like this. There's no honor in it.
グレイディ、聖杯が欲しくないのか。今すぐシナリオを書き直してセットを変えろ。奴らを叩き潰せる力をよこすんだ。本物の悪魔のようにこの手で握り潰してやる。
Grady, do you still even want the Holy Grail? Go change the script on the fly. Move the stage prompts. Give me more power. Let me crush them all. Crush them in the palm of my hands like a true villain. Grady. Sorry, Mr. Skot. I was wrong about you. Why is Grady right now muted? You are a natural comedian who only good at playing comical characters. Dropping you into a horror flick? That's not just a miscast, but an insult to the lens. Great minds think alike. Actually, I think that was being generous. Hey, don't insult my little ray sunshine. No. Actually, I think that was being generous.
おい、グレイディ、裏切るつもりじゃないよな。私はお前のマスターだってことを忘れるなよ。私がレイジを使えばお前なんか。ゲロゲロゲロゲロゲロ。
Grady, are you trying to betray me? Don't forget, I'm your master. With my common spell, you will have to... repeat? I guess arrow? Arrow? Arrow. Grady, trying to dominate me in my set with just 3 common spells? Mr. Skot, consider yourself fired. Apologies, cast and crew. You had to witness that little meltdown between director and actor. Underestimating the power of harmony was on me. I also should not have brought you all together. So, I will be more thorough with your stages and entrances next time. I look forward to hear your priceless screaming all over again in our next film. Silent Stage 2. A Haunting of a Clock. And you can already expect what's coming next. And yeah, before we go into the second film, I think we will be cutting the part here. Pretty nice cut. We are probably halfway around the story. So there's 2 to 3 maybe episodes more. There's also a gameplay of this event, something like this, I'm not sure, but we'll be seeing what this event all about. For this episode, I will be thanking you for watching and listening. I wish you a good day, night, afternoon, and see you in the episode 3 in the Clockwork something movie thing. Take care.